Hello and welcome to another Naughty Egg Draw. I'm Jake, and today we're going to be doing a drawing of Big Daddy from Bioshock. Now I know that Bioshock is a pretty old game at this point, but I've always loved the game and I've always wanted to draw Big Daddy, but I've never have. So I thought, why not record my first time ever drawing Big Daddy? Because you know, if I do bad, the entire internet can let me know. Sounds fun, right? Well, let's take a journey into the city of Rapture. When I came into this drawing, I wanted to tackle it in a different style than what I'm used to making. I wanted the entire piece to capture a very noir comic book style as a whole. So basically where all the shadows are flat blacks and the rest is white, with the possibility of one color that shows up for contrast and focus. So with that being said, I wanted to give Big Daddy a strong pose that would seem as if he was coming right at you. The reason for this is that Big Daddy has a very powerful presence, and without color and shading to really emphasize that, I had to make the pose that would be a bit more intimidating to the viewer. I made a bunch of sketches in my sketchbook for how I wanted the pose to be, and I landed on this one in the end. I felt that it had a very strong presence, but wasn't over the top. I just realized it kinda just looks like he's given the bro fist. So coming into this drawing, I wasn't 100% sure on the relevance of the Bioshock games these days, but I was playing the first one again last week, and I really had a hankering to draw Big Daddy. And here we are. I love the Bioshock series. I always loved the story of the Big Daddies as well. And if you haven't played the game and always wanted to, I'll keep the explanation short. Basically, the Big Daddy, or originally known as the Protectors, basically were created to protect and escort the little sisters around Rapture. And you definitely don't want to make these guys angry unless you want to drill through your chest. Ugh. Obviously, it is a bit deeper than that, but I don't want to be a spoiler of anything, even though the game has been out for like, what, a billion years now? And if you haven't actually played this game yet and always wanted to, I definitely recommend picking it up. Once I got to this point, it was all trial and error for me. Since I have never really drawn in this style, it was definitely a challenge for me to really get it all down. Because you want to rim light some parts, or else you lose too much information. But at the same time, you can't just rim light all the areas where the shadows connect, because the light may not be coming from that direction. And thankfully I've read a lot of comics throughout the years, so it was definitely a help when it came to picturing how the parts would look in this style. Now you may have noticed that I put some swatches of colors in the upper right corner, and you may be wondering, well, Jake, if you're going to be doing it all in black and white, why do you have color swatches? Well, I can answer that with two reasons why. The first being that I wanted to have some colors to choose from if I decided I wanted to add a single color in this piece, and second being that if I wasn't happy with the noir style of this piece, I'd be prepared to be able to make it in a more painterly-like way. But I didn't really want to fall into the painted style for this because in my head it just wouldn't have felt the same in the end. I was really getting into how this all looked, and I was really enjoying the drawing style. It definitely took a lot longer to make this piece than it normally does because I would sit there and stare at things like, does this shadow make sense? Probably not, but oh well. I feel like I always get a bit more self-critical when I'm drawing very iconic characters from video games. Oh, and speaking of video games, if you guys are enjoying these speed drawings of video game characters that I've been doing, let me know in the comments below what other characters you'd like to see me draw. I already have a couple in the back of my mind that I want to draw, but let me know if you really want to see something drawn from a video game. I'm always open for suggestions. Now, something to keep in mind when you're working on an illustration, especially if it's digital, don't be afraid to change up the line work a bit if you need to. You never want to work on something like this and have the thought that once you have come to the shading of something, that you can't go back and change it because you're too worried it might take too much time to fix it all. It's better to fix it when you spot it than get all the way through and then all you can ever notice is that one area that you hate. For me, I didn't really like the way that the tank looked on his back, so I ended up changing things up just a little bit. I made a lot of drawings where I didn't fix something when I noticed it, and every time after when I look at that piece, I hate the whole entire piece because of that one area I didn't fix. Alright, well you guys all survived. What do you guys think? I think it looks pretty awesome. And if you like this piece, make sure you share it with someone who you know actually likes this game. Heck, share it with someone who doesn't like this game. They can get a nice bro fist right from the face from Big Daddy. And remember, if you guys are enjoying these, make sure you leave a comment below on any other characters that you guys want me to draw. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching this video till the end. If you haven't yet, make sure you smack that sub button, throw a like and a comment down below, and like always, keep drawing, and until next time, bye!